Hello to you and welcome back to my channel. My name is Sian and my channel is Sianizer, and today we are doing a bit of a makeup lesson for you. So we're going to be focusing on the eyes, and I'm going to be showing you how to do two different eyeshadow application techniques. I'm going to be doing a traditional smoky eye look on one eye, and then I'm going to be doing a blown out smoky look on the other side, but with colours. I'm going to be showing you two different types of techniques of applying the eyeshadows, how to hold your brushes and what kind of brushes to use. So if that sounds like something you are interested in, then please carry on watching. So the eyeshadow palette that I'm going to use today is the bperfect Cosmetics Carnival XL palette. So this is in collaboration with Stacey Marie, an amazing makeup artist. If you're not already, follow her over on Instagram. If you are a makeup lover or a beginner makeup artist, then this is something that you should definitely have in your makeup collection slash kit. The pigmentations of the colours are incredible. The colour payoff is fantastic. I'll just open it up quickly so you can see. I have featured this on my channel before, by the way. If you look back on my old videos, I do use this as well. So you get three face slash body shimmers. So you get a light one, like a medium golden, and a deeper gold bronze, and then you obviously get this rainbow of colours here. You've got everything from your neutrals to your blues, pinks, purples, and your reds and oranges. So there are so many different colours in here. I think it's quite good value as well. I mean, what is the price? Okay, so it's £42. So I know you might think it's a little bit pricey, but for what you get in here and the quality, I think it's well worth it, to be honest. I'm also going to be using the bperfect Perfect Prime eyeshadow primer as well. I have in previous videos used the PRO Eyeshadow bases, but I thought because I'm using the bperfect palette, I will pop on their primer as well, just so you can see how well this one works too. So I'm going to just prime my eyelid, and then I'm going to start with the traditional smoky eye on this one just here. This base I feel dries down a bit quicker than the PRO Eyeshadow base, so if you're somebody that wants something with a bit more ease, then this is a really good primer to start with. So all I'm doing is applying the product to my eyelid, patting it out, and then going over with a clean fluffy brush just to pat it down a little bit further. Alrighty, so for this eye look, I'm going to be doing a technique that was really popular around 5 years ago when I first started makeup, probably even before that, to be honest. It's a technique that's still used today. Some people still swear by this technique. The best thing for you to do is just to practice yourself at home. But I'm going to start with quite a dense packed fluffy brush. So this is a Real Techniques one. It was in their eye collection, I think. And what I'm going to do is take a shade that's as close as possible to my own eyelid, and I'm going to use this as a transition shade. So the idea of transition shades is that you apply it all over the eyelid, and then when you apply your next lot of eyeshadows, it blends in with the transition shade, being able to blend in a lot better. So I'm quite pale, so the lightest one that's here actually is Pillow Talk, the very lightest one, but I think I'm going to dip into the one under that as well, just kind of tap the both of them, which is called Fade. And then we are literally just going to apply this all over the eyelid. Now, when you're holding your brush with this technique, or just a rule of thumb with any brushes, the closer you hold your brush to the tip, the more control you have. So that's really good if you're doing quite precise liner work, or you're placing the product in a certain area, and then the further towards the end you go, the less control you have. So this will be good for lighter movements, like blending, smoking out towards like your temples, that kind of thing. Okay, so the next shade that we want to go for is a deeper shade, and you'll want a bit of a fluffy brush as well. So I am just using a double-ended Anastasia brush. I think I got this included with the Modern Renaissance palette. And the colour that I'm going to go in with is Basic, and then we're going to build upon that with Intuition. So let's start with Basic. and I'm going to hold this brush kind of in the middle because I still want it to be really controlled, but it's not crazy precise detailed work that I need to go right close to the brush for. So just make sure when you place your eyeshadow as well, it's kind of where you want it to be. I've kind of put the product on the tip of my brush, so then I want to focus applying the tip to the brush with the product on to where I want to pop this eyeshadow. So as you can see, this colour is going mainly in the crease, and I am just buffing it up towards my brow bone without going all the way up there, and I'm just blending it out just past my outer corner. Now I'm going to go in with Intuition with the same brush, and we're just going to deepen this up but move it slightly down as well. I'm then just going to take the other end of this brush, it's just a smaller, more dense brush, and going back in with Intuition again, and we're just going to focus this more on the actual eyelid. And then just buff and blend with the other fluffy brush. At this stage, if you want to, you can take a clean fluffy brush. I don't know what brand this is, but it's just a standard fluffy brush. And then I'm holding it towards the very end because I just want it to be quite light as we're just buffing and blending. And just in circular motions, we're just buffing those shades together. I'm now going to take an eyeliner pencil, and I'm using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On eyeliner pencil in Smoke Out. I really like the Urban Decay pencils because they are really creamy, so you can buff them out, which is what I'm going to do with this. So I'm going to apply this on my eyelid right towards my lash line, and then I'm going to take a really small brush and buff it out. You might find that you'll need to go over this a couple of times, that's absolutely fine. I'm then going in with a smaller, dense but fluffy brush. So this one is DB14, I can tell you what that one is. And then we're actually going to go in with the black called Lights Out in this palette. And then we're going to pop this over the top of this eyeliner. So I'm just packing it on first, and then we're going to start to smoke it upwards. Then taking your fluffy blending brush again, we're just going to blend over the top of this, and then you can repeat that step as many times as you like until you get the intensity that you want with the black. Okay, so now we have the basis of our smoky eye. We're going to repeat the same kind of process but on a smaller scale for our under eye. So I'm going to be going back in with this small dense brush, and I'm going to be taking shade Basic to start off with. And then going in with Intuition. And then I'm going to take the eyeliner again and pop it in the waterline. And then I'm just going to take an even smaller brush and then dip this in the black, and this is what is going to set this eyeliner with. And then we're just going to buff this out onto our lower lash. And then a trick that I like to do is just to take whatever bronzer you've used for your base makeup, And then take a really nice fluffy brush, dip into your bronzer, and then on the outer edges of your eyeshadow, you're gonna just take your bronzer and just blend that in. Just so it connects everything together, makes it a bit more seamless. And that is a basis of our smoky eye. Obviously you'll want to apply mascara and lashes. I'll do that at the end once I've done the shadow look on this eye as well, so you can kind of see how lashes really do finish off an eye look. But I think we can agree this is pretty smoky. Now you'll get to see how each eye contrasts with techniques. So if you noticed how this technique, you kind of started from the lightest colour and working your way down to your darkest colour, we're kind of doing the opposite on this eye. We're going to be starting with our deepest colour over the eyelid and then buffing out in our other colours and lighter colours out towards the edges. So this eye is still going to be a bit smoky, but it's going to be colour based. So I'm going to prep my eyelid the same as I did with this one, and then I'm going to go in with that eyeliner and smoke it out a little bit on this eye to start off with. So for this look, I will be going out towards my temple with this one. So I am taking some of that base and just patting it just ever so lightly up to my temple. Okay, so I've got that eyeliner on there. I'm then just going to take some black again, just with like a small dense brush. So this is the tip for this technique. You want to start with denser brushes with the darker colours, and as you blend out towards the lighter colours, you want to get fluffier brushes. So that's the black applied. Now, this technique is called the 50-50 technique. So what I'm going to be doing with my next shade, I'm going to be taking the colour Mood. And then when I apply this, it's going 50% over the colour that I've already applied, and then the other 50% is going where there's no shadow at all. And the trick is you just want to pack this product on. There's no circular movements, no blending out just yet. It's just packing the colour on. So now with a bigger dense brush, I'm going to take the colour Reckless. And we're doing exactly the same with the 50-50 technique. So 50% of this colour is going over this blue shade, and the other 50% is going on where there's no colour at all. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is in Lust. And I'm just taking a clean, fluffier brush. And the same again, 50-50. When you're kind of nearing the edges, you can start to take it out a little bit further. So the next shade I'm going to take is Lit. It's this orange one just here. And you want to be lighter now. So a lot lighter with your pressure. And then the final colour that I'm going to go in with is this yellow shade called Keen. So as you can see, we are super duper colourful, and to get the intensity back into our deeper shades, we're going to go in with exactly the same process all over again. So we're going to go back to the black shade, and then the blue, and then the purple, and keep going until we are at the level of intensity with the colours that we want. So we're still doing the 50-50 technique. So you're basically going back over it with the same brushes, with the same colours, in exactly the same areas that you put them to start with. We're just getting that intensity there. You can obviously apply this technique with different colours. on a smaller scale. Obviously this is very much like a wow kind of Instagram technique, and this technique is very modern and very popular and niche towards Instagram. So if that's the kind of looks you want to create, this is the kind of technique that you want to go for. If it's more wearable daytime looks, then the kind of smoky eye technique is the one that you'll want to go for. So there we have this look on this side. Obviously it is very blown out, very intense, but that technique when working with really kind of bold, brighter colours, you really get that gorgeous blend there with that 50-50 technique, especially going over it a second time as well. Like I said, perfect for Instagram makeup. So both of these techniques are kind of tailoring towards their own niche. This side very Instagram-like, this side more wearable. So we're gonna just do the under eye. I'm just gonna keep it within the black, purple and blue realm under here. So I'll just do that now. We're still kind of using the same kind of technique. So we're going in with the black first and then repeating the process until I'm happy, but I'll speed my way through this for you, but just so you can still see what I'm doing. So there is this side all finished. What I'm gonna do off camera is just go over the underline of my eyebrows again, just to bring that definition back in there. And then I'm gonna pop on some mascara and lashes, and then I shall be right back for you. Alrighty, I am back. As you can see, lashes make so much difference. Obviously this side is looking really kind of smoky glam. This one, as I've said, is a lot more wearable. This one is full blown out Instagram style makeup. You can obviously tailor it, tone it down if you want to, bring it in a little bit more if you want to, but still use the same 50-50 technique. This one is amazing if you're working with colour. So just a heads up, if you're working with colour, try and stick with the 50-50 technique because it is just spot on. Can we just give a little round of applause to this incredible palette here as well? I've obviously done my base makeup before I put any eyeshadow on, and I didn't have any fallout whatsoever during the whole process. So even though it is £42, you get so many colours in here, and the pigment, like, hello, it's incredible, and no fallout. So if you're a makeup lover, makeup artist, you definitely need one of these in your makeup kit. Alrighty, here we are everybody, that is the end of this video. If you have enjoyed it, please give a massive thumbs up for me, and if you aren't already, please hit that subscribe button. It'll mean the absolute world to me. Please let me know if you found this video useful as well. If you're going to adopt any of these techniques, then please let me know. If you do, I'd love to see them. So head over to my Instagram and tag me in any of your makeup looks that you created off of the back of any of my videos. I would really love to see how my tutorials help you. That is, if they do. I really hope they do. Thank you so much everybody for watching. I shall see you next time. Goodbye.